You have a question, for instance, how can I reach my goal, my business goal? So, of course, there are many ways to approach that. In constellation work, you would, with the help of the constellation facilitator, you would find people to represent the basic elements that are involved in reaching your goal. Let's say your company, the market, the customers, certain departments in your company, the resources that you have on the technological level or on the HR level. And then you would find neutral people who know nothing about you and your company to represent these elements. That is, they find a space in a room where they are simply expressing their perception in the moment. So when you hear this and you know nothing about it, you might think, what has this got to do with my business? But the surprising thing is that somebody completely strange is able to say something very precise about, let's say, your marketing department or your IT resources or your competitors in the market, you see. And why this is so is a bit puzzling. We are not able yet to scientifically fully explain this, but it has been shown many, many times, thousands of times all over the world that it does work. And you know, business people, since they are pragmatic, they say, I don't need to understand like a scientist why it works. If it works, that's good. That's enough. Let's use it. It's about energy. And energy, of course, has different vibrational states, so to speak. That if you have, let's say, something very solid, like wood or metal, that can be worked upon only with gross methods. If you have more fluid energy, like water, you need different methods if you want to work on that level. Now, the themes that you are bringing in constellation are on a more subtle level. They are mostly on a thinking level, you see, on a level of concepts. And if you want to work upon something, you need to have a method that can deal with it. And if you have themes or issues on a thinking level, you need an even more subtle energy to be able to get to grips with it. And that more subtle energy, you could say, is consciousness. Nothing to do about religion, but it's the kind of consciousness that anybody can access through meditation, through a spiritual practice, not ideologically, but practically. And then when you find that level, of course, it's much easier to be able to help the system balance itself, rather than trying on a lower level to make things happen, to use your hammer and nails and screwdrivers to make things shape the way you want it, but rather on a different level. Like water will always find its way. You know, like you have the famous saying of your Chinese sage Lao Tzu, who said that it's always the water that is more powerful than the stone. In connection with time, it will be able to shape the stone. And so likewise, also, the energy that we're using in constellation will be able to alter the structures in a soft way. And it takes time as well. But then it can be, you know, in a harmonious way, successful.